Doubts of differentiability exercise, starting with exercise 3, question number 9. So first we'll check continuity over here. We can see that LHL over here is 0 when x tends to 0, and for RHL to be 0, this is between -1 to 1. This is between -1 to 1, and for this entire quantity to be 0, n has to be greater than 0. Only then this quantity would tend to 0. Now let's check differentiability. Okay, so for differentiability, what we have already done these type of questions at least twice or thrice. So when you differentiate, x power n would become x power n minus 1 plus something something. Okay, and for this to exist, this would be, suppose, sine or cos. Okay, so for this to exist, n has to be greater than 1. So for the function to be differentiable, n has to be greater than 1. So the value of n for which the function is discontinuous, for which the function is continuous but not differentiable, would be between 0 and 1. Okay. Moving to question number 11. So question number 11 asks us to check differentiability at x is equal to 1. So at x is equal to 1, let's open the mode as positive first. So fx is equal to ax square minus b. This would be minus 1 by x. This is x less than 1 and this is x greater than equal to 1. So first check continuity. So for continuity, a minus b should be equal to, when at x is equal to 1, RHL is equal to minus 1. Okay, and now let's check differentiability. So for differentiability, this would be 2ax is equal to, this will be plus 1 upon x square, and when x is equal to 1, a becomes half. So if a is half, b is 3 by 2. Okay. Now moving to question number 12. So question number 12 says, we have given fx so ax into x minus 1 plus b, and x minus 1 px square plus qx plus 2 when x is greater than 3, x is between 1 and 3, and when x is less than 1. Okay, so the functions should be continuous for all x. So check at x is equal to 1, we get b is equal to 0. Okay, check at x is equal to 3, so we get 2 is equal to 9p plus 3q plus 2. Okay, so 9p plus 3q is equal to 0, or 3p plus q is equal to 0. We have one equation from over here. Okay, now f dash is continuous at x is equal to 3. So first calculate f dash. So f dash from over here will be 1, from this will be 2px plus q. So at x is equal to 3, this will be 6p plus q should be equal to 1. We can calculate the values of p and q from these two equations. Moving to the value of a, f dash 1 does not exist. So f dash 1 over here is equal to 1. Okay, and here we can see that ax plus a into x minus 1 should not be equal to 1 if f dash 1 does not exist. Okay, so at x is equal to 1, a is not equal to 1. So a is not equal to 1. We can calculate the values of p and q from these two equations, and b is equal to 0. Moving to question number 13. So moving to question number 13. So question number 13 says check the differentiability and continuity of the function. Okay, so fx is equal to x sine 1 by x sine of 1 upon x sine 1 by x.
कॉल आया तो बताना.
So let's check continuity first. So when x tends to 0, this quantity and this quantity both are somewhere between -1 and 1, but this quantity will approach 0, so fx will approach 0. So the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay, now let's check differentiability. So let's calculate f dash 0. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of h plus 0 minus f0 upon h. Okay, so this would be limit h tends to 0 h sine 1 by h sine of 1 upon h sine 1 by h upon h. Okay, is equal to limit h tends to 0 sine 1 by h sine of 1 upon h sine 1 by h. Okay, so this is somewhere between -1 and 1. This is also somewhere between -1 and 1. So the limit for this does not exist, hence the function is not derivable at x is equal to 0. Similarly, we can check for check at x is equal to 1 upon r pi. Moving to question number 14. So fx is equal to 1 minus x, x plus 2 and 4 minus x when x is between 0 to 1, x is between 1 to 2 and x is between 2 to 4. Okay, so for this first we need to calculate f of fx. Okay, so f of fx would be, let's draw graph first. When it is between 0 to 1, it is a line of slope -1, this one. Okay, x plus 2, line of slope 1 and y-intercept 2. Okay, and at x is equal to 1, this will achieve value 3. So this is 1 1 3 4, and when x is equal to 2, this will achieve value 2, and a line of slope -1. Okay, so this is 2, this is 2, this is 4. So this will come over here. Okay, this is 4. Okay, so now first let's find f of fx. So f of fx would be equal to 1 minus fx when fx is between 0 and 1. So when fx is between 0 and 1, x would be between 0 and 1 and 3 and 4. X is between 0 and 1 and 3 and 4. Okay, so we have equality over here and an empty circle over here. Okay, and when x is between 1 and 2, when fx is between 1 and 2, so x is between 2 and 3. So for x between 2 and 3, we have definition fx plus 2, and it would be 4 minus fx when fx is between 2 and 4, when fx is between 2 and 4, that is x is between 1 and 2. Okay, okay, now let's solve this. So 1 minus fx, we have f of fx is equal to x when x is between 0 and 1, minus of x minus 2 when x is between 1 and 2, and we'll need to check at x is equal to 2 as well. So this comes out to be x at x is equal to 2, minus x plus 6 when x is between 2 and 3, and x minus 3 when x is between 3 and 4. Okay, so now let's check continuity and differentiability of the function. Let's draw the graph for this. So we'll draw the graph of f of fx. So between 1 and 1, this will be the line. Okay, 2. This will be 2, 4 and 3, 3. So graph itself explains its continuity and differentiability. Moving to next question, question number 15. Use the definition of derivative to find f dash x. Okay, so we need to find f dash x. So we know f of x plus h is equal to fx into fh. Okay, and f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus fx upon h. Okay, which is fx limit h tends to 0 fh minus f0 upon h. So from here we get f dash x is equal to f dash 0 into fx, and f dash 0 we know is minus 1, so f dash x is equal to minus of fx. Okay, moving to question number 16. So we need to check continuity. We need to check continuity and differentiability for the function fx. So f is equal to degree of u to the power x square plus u square plus 2u minus 3 at x is equal to root 2. So degree will be x square if x square is greater than 2. So fx is equal to x square when x is greater than 2. When x square is greater than 2, and degree will be 2 if x square is less than 2. Okay, so we get when x is greater than root 2, function will be x square. When x is less than equal to minus root 2, function will again be x square, and it will be 2 when x is between minus root 2 to root 2. Okay, so let's check its continuity and differentiability. So slope for this at x is equal to root 2 is 0. Let's check continuity first. At root 2, the value of this will be root 2 का square, which would be 2. function is continuous. At x is equal to minus root 2, this will again be continuous. Okay, let's check its differentiability. So differentiate this, it would be 2x, and at x is equal to root 2, the slope would be 2 root 2. But slope of this function is 0 since this is a constant function. So this graph is not differentiable. Fx is not differentiable at x is equal to root 2. Similarly, x will not be differentiable at x is equal to minus root 2. Okay. Moving to next question, question number 17. So we need to calculate the value of f dash 0 positive and f dash 0 negative. Okay. So question number 17. Okay. So limit x tends to 0, fx minus f of k alpha upon x is equal to alpha. Okay. Limit x tends to 0, fx minus f0 plus f0 minus f of k alpha upon x. Okay, this is equal to alpha. So if we separate this and this, we'll get limit x tends to 0, fx minus f0 upon x, and minus limit x tends to 0, f of kx minus f0 upon kx into k is equal to alpha. Okay. So this is equal to f dash 0 when x tends to 0, and this is k times f dash 0 when x tends to 0. And also from the expression we can see that 0 positive and 0 negative won't matter. The negative sign is going to cancel out eventually in the numerator and denominator. So f dash 0 is equal to alpha upon 1 minus k. Okay. Moving to next question, question number 28. So question number 28 says we have given fx is equal to this, then prove that f is continuous and differentiable for all x. Okay. So question number 28. So we have fx is equal to x e power x and x plus x square minus x cube when x is less than equal to 0 and when x is greater than 0. So first check for continuity. At x is equal to 0, this is 0. At x is equal to 0, this is 0. The function is continuous. Let's check differentiability. For LSD, differentiate this. So it would be e power x plus x e power x. At x is equal to 0, this will become 1. And differentiate this, 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. At x is equal to 0, this will become 1. So the function is differentiable at x is equal to 0. So let's calculate f dash x. So f dash x would be e power x, x plus 1. Okay. And 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. Okay. So let's check continuity first. So at x is equal to, so we need to check continuity at x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, this is 1 and this is 1. So it is continuous. Okay. And to check differentiability, differentiate this again. We get x e power x plus x e power x. And at x is equal to 0, this will become 2. Differentiate this, we would get 2 minus 6x. At x is equal to 0, this will become 2. So since LSD is equal to RHD, the function is differentiable at x is equal to 0. Okay. So moving to question number 39. Okay. So let's calculate f of mod x first. So f of mod x will be minus of x minus 2 when x is between minus 3 and 0. Okay, and when x is between 0 and 3, it will be x minus 2. This is clear. Now calculate f of mod x for those. Just a sec. Draw graph of fx first. So fx is minus 2. Okay, and fx is x minus 2 when x is between 0 to 3. Okay, so this is reflection with respect to this. So if this is x minus 2 ki line, this will be minus of x minus 2 ki line, and f of x ka mode will be this graph. This is fx. Okay, mode of fx would be this graph. So this will be 2. Wait a second. This one. 2 when x is between minus 3 and 0, and this will be minus x plus 2 when x is between 0 and 2, and when x is between 2 and 3, this will become x minus 2. Now from both the ranges we can add the corresponding range to obtain gx, and if we have so gx would come out to be this plus this, which is minus x, and this plus this, which is 0, and this plus this, which is 2x minus 4 when x is between minus 3 to 0, x is between 0 to 2, and x is between 2 to 3. Now we have very simpler function gx. You can discuss the continuity and differentiability by graph easily. Moving to next question, question number 55. So we have given. So moving to question number 55. Okay, so fx is x cube minus x square plus x plus 1, and f dash x is 3x square minus 2x plus 1. Since d for this is less than 0, we can see that f dash is always positive, and hence f is always increasing. Okay, so maximum value of ft in 0 to x would be fx. Okay, so gx becomes fx when x is between 0 and 1, and gx becomes 3 minus x when x is between 1 and 2, and fx, now put the value, x cube minus x square plus x plus 1, and 3 minus x 0 to 1, and x is between 1 to 2. For continuity, when x tends to 1, this would tend to 2, and x tends to 1, this would tend to 2. Function is continuous. For differentiability, what we need to do is differentiate this first, 3x square minus 2x plus 1, and this would be minus 1. So at x is equal to 1, this will tend to 1 plus 1, 2. So the function is not differentiable. Okay. Moving to next question, question number 56. So we've given fx is equal to x cube minus 9x square plus 15x plus 6. Okay. So so let's calculate f dash first. So f dash will be 3x square minus 18x plus 15. So f dash is greater than 0 when x belongs to minus infinity to 1. Okay. And 5 to infinity. Okay. And f dash x will be less than 0 when x belongs to 1 to 5. Okay. So fx is increasing in this range and decreasing in this range. So now calculate fx is equal to 6. This implies x cube minus 9x square plus 15x plus 6 is equal to 6. This implies x is equal to 0 comma x square minus 9x plus 15 is equal to 0. From here we can calculate x is equal to 9 plus minus root of 21 upon 2. So from here we can calculate gx. So gx would be 6 when x is greater than equal to 0 but less than 9 minus root 21 upon 2. And 9 minus root 21 upon 2 x up to 6, and when x is greater than 6 this will be x minus 18 and this will be fx, x cube minus 9x square plus 15x plus 6. Okay, now since we have simplified gx, we can discuss the continuity and differentiability. So for discussing continuity, put the value of this over here. We can easily see that 9 minus root 21 by 2 is a root of this. So this will tend to 6. So function is continuous at x is equal to 6. At x is equal to 9 minus root 21 by 2, and at x is equal to 6, we can also check the continuity of this function. Moving to next question, question number 57. So we have given fx is equal to b sine inverse x plus c by 2 and half when x is equal to 0 minus half to 0, and when x is between 0 to half, the definition of the function is e power ax by 2 minus 1 upon x. Okay, so if the function is differentiable at x is equal to 0, first check continuity. So if the function is continuous at x is equal to 0, value of the function should be equal to, at x is equal to 0, value of this would be a by 2. This implies a is equal to 1. Okay, for LHL, half is equal to, at x is equal to 0, this tends to b sine inverse c by 2. So we have first equation this. For differentiability, we have f dash 0 is equal to limit h tends to 0 e power h by 2 minus 1 upon h minus half upon h. So is equal to p, where p is equal to limit h tends to 0 to e power h by 2 minus 1 minus h upon 2h square. Okay, replace h by minus h, we get p is equal to limit h tends to 0 e power minus h by 2, which would become 2 e power minus h by 2 minus 1 plus h upon 2h square. Hence 2p would be equal to e power h by 2 plus e power minus h by 2 minus 2 upon h square, limit h tends to 0. Okay, so complete the square, we get e power h by 2 minus 1 up whole square upon h by 2 into 1 upon 4 e power h. And when h tends to 0, this will tend to 1 by 4. Okay, so p is equal to half. Now if p is equal to half, sorry, p will be equal to 1 by 8. Okay, so if p is equal to 1 by 8, so RHD is equal to 1 by 8. Now we need to calculate LHD. So to calculate LHD, so f dash 0 will be equal to limit h tends to 0 f of minus h minus f0 upon minus h, which will be limit h tends to 0 b sin inverse minus h plus c by 2 minus half upon minus h. Okay, so now at h tending to 0, the numerator must be 0. Hence b sin inverse c by 2 should be equal to half. Okay, which we have already obtained through continuity condition. Okay, so what we can do over here is limit h tends to 0, put the value of half as b sin inverse c by 2 and take b out. So it will be sin inverse c minus h by 2 minus sin inverse c by 2 upon minus h. Now you can use the formula of sin inverse a minus sin inverse b. Limit h tends to 0, sin inverse c minus h by 2 1 minus c square by 4 minus c by 2 1 minus c minus h by 2 का whole square and the root. Okay, upon minus h. So now on simplifying this, so we can write sin inverse x when h tends to 0. This is tending to c by 2 1 minus c square by 4, and this is tending to c by 2 1 minus c square by 4. So sin inverse x can be written as x. So limit h tends to 0, c minus h by 2 1 minus c square upon 4 का root minus c by 2 1 minus c minus h whole square upon 4. Okay. Okay, now we need to, for calculating RHD, we are using the fundamental definition of differentiation for calculating LHD. Okay, so RHD we have already calculated as 1 by 8. So this should be equal to half. Okay, now see, using the formula of sin inverse a minus sin inverse b, we get sin inverse this a square root of 1 minus b square minus b square root of 1 minus a square. So this is when h tends to 0, this tends to 0. So we can write sin inverse x equal to x. And to find the limit, we can rationalize this a minus b multiply by a plus b from the in the numerator and denominator. So this would become this square minus iska square upon this plus this in the denominator. So in the numerator, once you simplify this, take c square by 4 upon c square by 4 common, you should be able to cancel out h from the denominator, and this when s tends to 0 is a determinate form. So when s tends to 0, you would get one equation in b and c from over here, okay, and you already have one equation from over here, which can be both of these equations can be used to prove the result. Okay, thank you.